Good evening. Hey y'all. How's everybody? So I am wanting to make sure I'm very relaxed tonight before I begin. I have a tendency to kind of just want to try to get everybody read, so try to just make sure I breathe. But let's go ahead and start the building of the Wheel of Fortune list. And for new subscribers, just make sure if you are interested in wanting to get read tonight or have an opportunity to possibly get read, if you don't want to leave a $5 donation, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment down below so I can add you to the Wheel of Fortune raffle style. I don't have to explain that very much. No explanation needed. So give me 1 second. The Grinch. Hey Shianka. I catch on quick. I know that's you. John Javi. Thank you all so much for kind of just jumping on here. The moment you get that notification, it means a lot. Touches me. Good evening, Jackie. Okay. Tamara. Oops. And Shania. I hope I said that right. And I think that's it. I think that's everybody. Yeah, I have everybody. Okay. Cool beans. Alright, everybody ready? Shianka, it's you. Cash App is it's in my about section. If you click the the little, I think it says more. I think if I can recall, it says more if you want to view the entire section of my about. It should be towards the bottom there. So, okay. So we're opening with Shianka. Okay. So that's technically Shikaha is what you have your name listed here on YouTube. So we will wait to see if there's a question. I'm wondering if this, I feel like this light is kind of like blinding me a little bit. Let me see if I can dim that out just a little without compromising. Okay, that looks good. I said it right. Cool. So we'll give Shianka another second to respond to see if there's a question. Okay. Yeah. If they don't respond, we will spin the wheel one more time. So we're gonna give them 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna spin it one more time. Tamara. So, make sure that you guys are paying attention to hopefully when I call your name, if your name gets called, that you are able to respond very quickly. Otherwise, just for time's sake, I don't really have all the time to wait for you. But, I'm still gonna add your name to the raffle here. Ooh, wow. Oh, thank you so much, Grinch. How nice. Okay. So we have an override donation. So tomorrow, if you want to stick around, I don't mind reading after I read for the Grinch here. But thank you so much. Okay. So, do you have a question to present? Is there a question? No question, just a general piece. Okay, let's do it. Okay. 1 second. Sorry, this takes the longest. This is the longest part of my readings. Okay. Okay. So, card that just came through serve as just a theme for what they are wanting to talk about. So there's likely something that might be weighing on your mind, causing anxiety, worry, distress, fear for the future, things of that nature. Okay. So let me just take a look here. What's happening? Okay. So it looks like to me, is this current? Can you show me the current, please? Okay. Okay. So you are sort of in a new space right now to where you're able to see your future as an improvement from the past, to where you're feeling as though whatever it is you're trying to keep your eyes on, obviously there's still some uncertainty that's likely weighing on your mind in regards to this, but for the most part, it looks like you're still looking towards the future as though your goals are still feasible. Okay. Anything else you want to show me here? Okay. Yeah, this looks like, so they're showing this is related to some kind of desire there, one in which you're really holding on to pretty firmly, and it also carries a sense of justice. So you're wanting to serve justice here, or a sense of control. Okay. Anything else you want to show me? Okay. So, is this current? Okay. Okay, and then show me the likely immediate future. Okay. So this goal, that what they're talking about, you're gonna move into it more. You're getting the groove of things, right? So whatever this goal is, it's gonna become long term, even more so as the days go by. And I can see that the more time goes by, you're likely gonna feel more at ease. Okay? So that whole Nine of Swords issue that maybe you know what I'm talking about is likely going to dissipate. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes right now and see what this is about. Oh gosh. Okay, wow, that's funny, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to do without this background here. Everybody get a good laugh now, okay? Okay, so it feels to me that, are you having trouble choosing between options? It feels like you have like two options there. That you're sort of like, you're stuck. And I don't know what this has to do. I feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself a little bit, to where you're at the point now where you're kind of not just disappointed, but kind of like aggravated, or just like if there's another word stronger than disappointed in oneself, then that would be the word. But the longer that I stood there, literally, Spirit showed me this open, wide, clear, open field. And they were saying, just play around a little bit here, okay? So I'm going to bring the spirit guidance now. So show me a pattern of theirs that is most important at this time. Show me a pattern here that they would benefit mostly if I pointed out to them. Okay. So yeah. So they're showing me a level in your mind where you basically gave up on something. Okay. You gave up. You saw it as something hopeless, but it's almost as if there's a point in the future where you start to tune into more of the loss and the sense of regret because you close yourself off to this. And let me see that. All I heard here was that you pretty much said, I couldn't save my dignity, so I walked away. And when I asked Spirit how they're trying to guide with this, so that's the pattern that you're holding there that they want me to point out to you. So there you go. So you just need to tune into a sense of pride and value with yourself. And even though you still sort of feel separated from whatever this has to do with, they're wanting you to start to get the ball moving and to realize that you have something to offer for whatever this has to do with. And it's important when you start realizing that you have something special here. It's important that you are connected to your heart. But right now, there's no sort of call to already start manifesting, which is talking about it, getting things into motion, contacting the people, spending the money, whatever this has to do with. It's the inner work they want you to first get handled. Hold on. So let me hear this guidance. Whatever this has to do with, it's not too late. Nothing has been lost. Whatever this is that you gave up on, it's almost like once you start moving back into this goal, it's like you're picking up right where you left off. You can still be the hero here. You can still save the day. Does this make sense? I gave up on myself because I lost someone. It's interesting because I did get a sense that there was someone there. But I'm going to keep reading here, but it wasn't strong enough for me to even want to mention that I did feel someone there. Okay? Show me something important here. Okay. So they're showing me a part of you that is sort of kind of serious about self-improvement, self-development, and becoming more disciplined, organized, things of that nature, showing being the best you can possibly be, growing yourself in that nature. Show me the guidance here. Show me the guidance. Okay. So that's interesting. So I feel like what they're showing me here is that you growing, wanting to put yourself into the state where you're growing yourself, they're actually telling you to take a step down there. It's almost like you're not quite ready to do all the work that's necessary. They just want you to get to a place where you get to see genuinely, when you start looking at and thinking about the future, that you know that you're not going to be bothered whether or not you have a certain somebody or whatever, a certain factor in your life. But just having the confidence and the neutrality of even planning that if something were to happen, God forbid, not that serious, but getting to a place where you know that no matter what, you're going to be okay, that you're going to roll with the punches. That's what I'm seeing here, okay? Oh, wow. Okay. So, okay. So, I got a lot from just that. So, first of all, I got a sense that you should be able to really be proud. Actually, it should really give you a lot of energy and really a lot of push for being proud of where you are, because I got a sense that whatever you went through, you should be happy that you made it out alive. That's what they showed me. And then something else was coming through. I saw like a boat pretty much, and like fishermen, and like they're just grabbing all this fish from this huge net. So I'm thinking that I've never seen this before. So I'm thinking there's a lot of fish in the sea, maybe. And there was something else here that I was seeing. Okay. I don't want to like get you all too excited here. So I actually felt commitment. And I'm really trying to play it cool here, but you saw the way I gasped there. So, and I'm not the type of reader to be like, oh yeah, you're gonna get married, all that, but I literally saw that. So, okay, that was pretty interesting. How much did you leave, by the way, so I can determine whether or not I've spent enough time with you? or if there's a specific question. Do you understand all of this? You understand all that? Everything? Is there something else you want to ask before I leave you? I just want to make sure that I've given the best service that I could possibly be. Make sure that you all are satisfied, especially if you leave a donation. So that's $5. That's what you said to know. Right. So I just want to make sure that you're happy before I spin the Wheel of Fortune there. Did we all get a good laugh from my backdrop? Well, I didn't get to laugh about that yet. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna give the Wheel of Fortune a spin here. New subscribers, if you're watching and you're interested in possibly getting a reading, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment down below. Do you guys mind if I like quickly put this backdrop back up really quickly? So I'm gonna give one more spin for all of the people that were in the first. Okay, Shianka's not here, so we have to get rid of her name, unfortunately, with love. Okay. Okay, so I'm just give me a second, guys. I just want to put the backdrop up real quick. So I'm gonna close the lens camera really quick, but you all can still hear me. That was funny. Not embarrassing at all. Let's just hope it doesn't fall this time. You guys like getting to be part of behind the scenes moments and the bloopers? This is not ghetto at all. Okay. All right, cool. So that didn't take too much time. Oops. Okay, hold on. Gosh, is it gonna fall again? That would be funny. Okay. The backdrop. Okay. Can I have anything you pick up? Sure, absolutely. Here we go. Cat. Sorry, this takes this is the longest part of my readings. But I have a feeling it's because Spirit's trying to get me attuned to the right energies. So, okay, perfect. Okay, so Cat, the Death card is coming through here. So, you're likely moving on to a whole brand new phase where you're likely removing any kind of excess from your life. There might have been an awakening recently, things of that nature. You've already transitioned, or you're probably transitioning, or if this is reversed, which I'm going to uncover here, it could mean that you are trying to block a transition into the new. Okay, so I don't know yet, but here we go. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Is it gonna stop anywhere? Are you gonna stop? Okay. Okay. So let me just process everything and explain to you what I just saw. So we're all interpreting this together. So I saw you for a second there that you were kind of working hard towards a particular goal, but I feel as though you were only working towards it for a short moment. And at the same time, you putting yourself in this space where you had a particular goal, where maybe you were trying to bring a sense of justice or control to the situation. At the same time, I feel like because you put yourself in this space to start working towards that, you were healing some kind of pain from the past. But you didn't stay there very long, and you gave up pretty quickly to now where you're in a space where you're kind of just cut off from feeling, and you're likely feeling tired, and you're probably asking yourself, what's the point of going on? And that's where I see you landed. Okay. Okay, so it feels like something that you want to grow yourself in whatever endeavor this has to do with. You want to show what you can do and what more you can learn, or what skills you can learn. But I feel like you're wanting to prove to yourself about what is that you can do, because it's going to bring you a sense of joy, self-development, all that. And I feel like you've already learned like some basic skills, whatever this has to do with. You have a good knowledge base, but you're discouraged, I feel, even before you start moving. So, Spirit, where's the guidance here? Okay, so they want you to work on your ability to bring a sense of freedom into your energy field with regards to this. So again, for you, just like I said in the previous reading, being able to be comfortable in the body through whatever happens in the future, whether you mess up or some kind of distraction happens or something unfortunate happens, where usually you would be like, oh, what's happening, and get really upset. You need to get to the point where nothing bothers you, even the loss of time. So that's there. They want you to start growing this energy of neutrality and bring it with you towards the future in regards to whatever this has to do with. Okay, so what came through symbolically is like, you know, one of those like watchtowers. I feel like it usually has to do with like forest stuff, so people can be on the lookout if there's like forest fires or whatever. But that's where I saw you. That's where they showed me that you were, and you felt so comfortable and even higher up than other people because you had this top overview eagle's eye view on everything and all the surroundings. So, and I felt very comfortable. There was one else thing that I saw there. Yes, I got a sense that you have, there's something that was telling me that you spend a lot of time, or there's some kind of factor that kind of forces you to sort of be indoors all the time. And so I feel like when they showed that to me, it is a signal to me that I feel like you have a lot of time that you're able to spend on whatever you choose. So it's really a blank page. The canvas is so clear, so blank, and that's where you need to just believe and have fun at that point. Does this make sense? All right, so last thing here, anything else you want me to say? I'm not gonna close my eyes anymore and clarify, but I'm just gonna give you one last thing, okay? Yeah, there you go. Okay. So they just want you to continue to make lifestyle changes there, and yeah, like I said, this kind of type of energy, it really shows to me that you want to put your talents to the test and make meaningful contributions. So that's what they're showing me there. But your energy is showing me that it tends to die out. Like you get really excited and you're like, this is what I'm going to do for a really long time, maybe the rest of my life, and then it kind of just dies to where you're kind of just, you're still doing it, but like you're like, okay, can we stop now? You know? So where are you guiding with that? And then I'll leave you, okay? So James is here. I see you, James. Okay, there you go. So here we go. This is what they want you to do. You need to start at kind of a lower level. You're ahead of yourself there. It's because of your energies, and it's because you're not consistent with connecting with your heart. So your mind tends to take over, and that's when you lose your energy. But if you're more consistent with connecting to your heart, especially in the beginning where you're, even before you start working on whatever this has to do, connect with the heart. Even before you start working on whatever this has to do with. Connect with the heart and be conscious while you're working. Make sure you continue to connect with the heart, which is there to strengthen you and give you stamina. Okay, so that's for you. So, James is here. So, I promised James yesterday that I would take a look at him. He's donated plenty, and I gave him a little homework assignment to clear out a certain pattern of fear that he had in the heart area, which I feel has been sort of holding him back. So I'm going to take a look at that now, and then we'll spin the Wheel of Fortune. But let me just give, because James is, I'm so grateful to him. He's sweet. Hey, Christy. That's sweet of you to all think that this is a gift. Just remember, I'm still very much human, and yeah. So let me look at the fear, okay, James? Let me see. Can you show me that fear that we saw yesterday? And don't feel bad, okay, if I tell you it's still here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's there, but you kind of moved it towards the mind. So now it's in the mind, and as it moves back to the heart, it sort of just becomes a feeling of fear. I mean, a feeling of sadness or regret, okay? So I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what this is. Okay. So I literally saw, I have to look up this animal that I saw in my mind, which is a sheep, okay? But I see, it feels like what you're doing is it's almost like you're telling yourself like you believe in yourself, right? I feel like you're using your mind a lot in order to positively affirm and try to control your energies. Okay, I feel like that's what you're doing. But there's I can't. There's a sense of sadness that is so much connected to you while you're trying to positively affirm your energies to go in a certain direction, which is to feel as though you have control by thinking positive. It's not working out very well at this time. So what I was actually, you all know that I'm a healer, right? So usually these kinds of patterns where people are really new at trying to clear their own patterns, I can clear this for you. Okay? It's done through prayer. So what I was going to do for you, James, is that if you could send me or just comment. I tried to reply to you actually through PayPal, but I wanted to clear your pattern out of, just because I wanted to do that for you, because you made a donation. So I'm reading this sheep meaning. Yeah, exactly. They're calling you like shy. That's exactly what I wrote here, what I saw here with the sheep. You're very shy is what it is. And what was weird was coming through is almost like they put me in a room and it's like you left the windowsill or the window open. So like all this draft was like coming in. And I feel like you were kind of hard on yourself, but that you left it open or something like that. But that was coming through. Yeah, so James, I'm going to do that for you, okay? So could you send me an email? My email is in my About section, I believe. And I'm going to personally clear this pattern for you, okay? That's how much I appreciate you, okay? So I'll look out for your email for that, okay? Okay. Thanks, James. And no more donations, please. Not for another, 2 months. Okay. So I'm gonna add some more names to the list. All right. So Anita, let me just acknowledge my dog here. He's so patient. So Anita, I don't know if any of these people are still here, but I'm just assuming that because you put your name down, that you're hoping for a reading. So that is why I'm putting your names down. Christy. Okay, and for new subscribers, if you haven't typed anything down in the comment box down below yet, for a possible chance to get a free reading, just make sure you subscribe first and like the video and comment down below. And Jasmine. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, I haven't spun the wheel yet, though, so crossing my fingers, it's you. Okay, so here we go. Oh, we just did K. Just kidding. Or cat. Or wait a minute. Is cat different from K? No, that was K. There's only a cat here, right? Yeah. Cat. Yeah, we did cat. So, it's Christy. How awesome. Christy, are you still here? It's called the Wheel of Fortune. Well, I call it the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody else wants to have any suggestions? Because I feel like it's kind of cliche. Okay. So if Christy does it, respond so quickly. Yes, Tamara, you're still on the wheel. Yes, you're still on the wheel. So we'll just give her a few, like 30 seconds. Okay, so I don't think she's here. So I'm gonna spin it one more time. I'm sorry, it's her again. Okay, we're removing her name. I'm sorry, guys. So. Oh, look at that. It's Tamara. What are the chances? Okay. So, Tamara, is there a question? Hey, Ricky, I'll add you to the list for next round, okay? So yeah, listen, I know I talk for people, who kind of have seen me before, and I talk about patterns and clearing things and connecting with your heart. Hopefully, you all are experiencing changes if you are successful at, the practice of basically manipulating and moving your own energy for your own benefit. Because universal law, you get to choose what energies stay with you and what don't. So I feel like my role is here because to sort of just spread that principle or that concept. But if you are interested in having me, because I am primarily a healer, secondarily a reader, if you have a particular pattern that you're having a hard time clearing, you can reach out to me. So, is there a question tomorrow? Is there a question? If not, I'm just going to start pulling because is there a question? So no question, okay? Right, okay. Okay, so the symbol that came through here for you is the Eight of Pentacles, which usually just deals with you focusing on a particular goal. This could deal with anything. It could be a job, it could be an attitude, it could be a relationship, it could be just anything that you're setting your mind to, and really holding on to that. So let's see what this has to do with. Okay. Okay, so okay. Can you show me something from the past? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, and then show me the current. Okay. Okay, so this is the current. Okay. This is current. Okay. All right. So I'm confused now because I feel I shouldn't have asked so many questions. Okay. Show me where you want me to start. Okay. 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 So I feel like they started to show me a particular goal that you started to work towards, okay? And it did carry a sense of like something that you needed to do in order to create a sense of justice. And as you were working towards this, you were healing a part of the past there, any kind of pain associated, while you put yourself in this particular space. But the first thing that I actually saw was that you're holding a sense of defeat or hopelessness, and that is orbiting pretty well within you, okay? That's the part where I kind of got confused. So I don't know if you're aware that you're holding that, or that's something from the past or something current, but all I know is what they showed me in the current is that you kind of feel fearful of whether or not you have what it takes to conquer your goals here. Yeah. And that's when, I don't know if you realize this, but that's when you fall into a place where you're totally unaware that you're sort of unconscious and your self-empower is nowhere to be seen, and you likely have an attitude where you see yourself as kind of a victim, and you feel powerless and are having a hard time seeing the light at the end of the tunnel there. So I'm going to close my eyes here. Okay. So listen, keep an open mind because I could also be picking up on other people around you, okay? And spirit will do that just so that you're kind of aware of how maybe other people are thinking. I don't know if this is the case or if that's applicable. But what I'm feeling here is that somebody is kind of mad and they're saying, I want my life back. I want my life back. And it's really because there's a disappointment, and I don't know if they realize this, it's really a disappointment on oneself and one's ability to, I didn't quite catch anything else after that. So, do you understand what this is? Okay. About my relationship with the Glen, please, and where it's headed. So, did you understand what I just got there? So, please show me the spirit guidance. Ooh, oh no. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh gosh. So the spirit guidance isn't very far or any different than how this person is feeling. So this person has a reason to be upset. And there's a lesson here. But I feel like whoever's lesson this is, they already know what the lesson is. And they're very aware of that. And this is why they feel the way they feel or feel called to go in a particular type of direction. So please show me this, please. Oh, okay. So actually, okay. So this is what it is. I feel like there was a issue that happened recently. I feel like somebody was angry and acted in sort of in that way that I described before. But this person is gonna turn on the light switch there, and there's an apology that's going to come through, and they're literally gonna be like, I'm so sorry, I wasn't myself. I was sleeping at that time. Okay, so this person is learning that lesson. So do you understand this? There's an apology that's coming. And that's what spirit, I don't know if this person who sort of acted the way they did, sort of in a selfish kind of self-indulgent kind of manner, I don't know if they've realized or have moved enough of that energy away to realize how they behaved there. Do you know what this is? Okay. So whoever this is, they're kind of working on towards themselves. They're getting serious about increasing the quality of them to really kind of want to grow and continue to be the best they can be. So where they're kind of self-correcting themselves And whoever this is, even though they have the intention of kind of bringing that type of energy of self-development, self-improvement, they're going to be connecting more and more to the heart. So that's kind of really cool. Yeah. And where are you guiding? Where are you guiding? Okay. So that's always interesting when I see this, because what I just saw is an indication to me that some people are like, okay, whatever happened in the past, I'm good now. I'm moving forward. I'm going to continue being the best that I can be. I'm going to try to be, really conscious of, my actions and make sure that that doesn't happen again. And even though it looks good, Spirit is actually asking them to kind of humble themselves a little bit here, because they're likely going to continue the patterns that created that issue in the past. So, and anything else you want me to say here before? There you go. So I'm getting a sense that they really need to hold on to a particular goal or value that I feel like they have not been able to serve or bring to the relationship in order to fix whatever this has to do with. So I'm going to close my eyes, okay, and clarify this, and I think this will be a good closure, okay? Okay, so this person, I can tell this is a pattern that they would benefit if I were to really kind of like do some surgery here, because they're just not taking the time to be serious enough to really look at themselves and to account for every single time they made the same mistake, for them to be like, oh, there really is something wrong with me, But it's not in a way to badger anybody, because we're all human. We all of us, we're constantly, hopefully letting go of patterns we don't need, but we're also accumulating new patterns, hopefully healthy ones, and it's really going to take a lot of humility from this person to really understand that it doesn't matter how well they are to think optimistically about themselves or how well they believe they're going to perform in the future. It has nothing to do with that. Unfortunately, this has to do with energy and quantum physics and the subconscious. And like I said, this would be a good pattern to bring to me so that I could heal it on the spot there. So if you're interested or you want to I can't do healings here on camera, but yeah, this person is going to continue sort of making the same mistakes, even though they're so like, oh yeah, I'm going to be better now. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. So they have to really understand that, come to the most humble place possible to realize that they are very far away from perfect. Yeah, that's what's going to be necessary in order for this pattern that is in the dynamic, that continues to manifest in the dynamic, to be completely done away with. Okay. So, and I don't even know if this is you or not. I don't assume anything, I don't know if this is you. I don't know if it's somebody you're dealing with. So in my head, I don't know who it is, and I don't actually need to know who it is. All I need to say is everything that Spirit is telling me to say. It's none of my business to know if this is you or somebody else. I could care less, as long as you are hearing everything that you need to hear. Okay? Cool. Okay, let's see with the Wheel of Fortune thingy. I'm gonna just check up on my dog here. Are you okay, boo-boo? He's so good. Let me just get a drink of water as well. I think I kind of just ran out here. But I'm gonna add new names to the list here before we get on to the next reading, okay? So give me a second, y'all, okay? All right, so let's add some new names to the list. Hello to all those new subscribers. So I added Ricky here. Okay. And Nisha. That's there. And anyone else? Anita, do we have Anita here? Anita. Oh, we have wait, hold on. I think that was earlier. All right, we have Anita here. Yes, we have Anita. We have Asta. Yeah. Okay. It looks like we're set. Okay, so here we go, everybody. Ooh, wow. You are so lucky, Nisha. Well, that really depends on how well I bring the message through. So we'll see if you're lucky or not. So, congratulations. And just to let everybody know, I have fair mode on. So, does everybody see that? So, she got really lucky. Let's all not be so angry. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Congratulations, and Nisha, you are new to the channel, so I want to welcome you. And yes, so basically, I'm going to ask you if you have a particular topic in mind. Usually, it would be a topic that you would want to succeed in, and what I feel I do is what usually comes out is usually guidance if people are steering themselves on the wrong way, and also pinpointing healing opportunities to free up your creative energies where they may be stuck or blocked, so that you can naturally have more life force to be applied to wherever your creativity takes you. Yes, I particularly talk about my new love. Okay. So, in this particular topic, I'm just going to just pretty much have Spirit show me whatever they want to show to deliver a message. Okay? Okay, so this is the longest part of, or one of the longest part actually. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands here. I don't know if this is upright or reversed yet, but usually this is a very good card. If it's upright, it usually means that there's a lot of things happening at once, a lot of communication. I got this card once when I was dating somebody and everything felt so perfect. Okay. And yeah, everything kind of just, a lot of things happening, a lot of excitement, all that. Reversed, this could mean that there's a slow growth kind of thing, but I'm going to tell you more about what the energy. Okay. So yeah, just go ahead, show me. Okay, so I do see you there looking towards the future with a sense of determination. Okay, but this is sort of still just what I'm seeing, that you're sort of just, you're in your power, but you're still kind of like uncertain about things. Because I did see there that you were holding a sense of separation here as well. So I'm going to close my eyes here and see what this is. Okay, so what I heard there is likely you're saying this, I want to trust them. I want to trust them. And then they showed me sort of like a downward slope to where at the bottom, I think this is still you speaking, but you basically said, nope, it's not that easy. Okay, so that's what that's what that was. So what I asked Spirit, how they want to guide you here, Okay. Okay. Shoot. Okay. I feel like I'm spoiling the fun with what they're showing me. They want you to be a little skeptical. But that's my interpretation of what this is, okay? So before I even interpret and confuse you, let me see what this is first, okay? Because this is obviously important for you, okay? Oh, okay. So I tuned into your guidance, which is your higher self, or part of all, okay? And I'm so sorry that basically, listen, please don't be mad at me because some people don't realize when they ask me certain things, especially when it has to do with attachments to people, and what I say doesn't come out the way they expected it, it can really ruin somebody's mood. So I don't feel that this is one of those instances, but I always get a sense when I know I'm about to upset someone. So, but this is just a disclaimer for some people who have those types of questions to present to me. You have to be ready to, like, I mean, if you trust me enough, and also I'm not perfect, I'm not God. But in this particular case, I feel like me telling you what I'm about to say sort of ruins the whole point of like exploring with this particular person. But what I heard was that your higher self knows that this relationship isn't going to go very far. I know. I have a feeling this is not one of those types. But I usually get a sense when I could usually feel if somebody's gonna have a really hard time detaching, if you know. So, but that's what I saw there. Okay. Let me get another spirit guidance here for you, Nisha, so I don't kind of just leave you like that. We don't ever want to leave anybody with that. So they're showing me again. Yeah, I can't. You meant to say I can, right? So they're showing me again that level of determination that you have pretty much for the future. Now, I don't know if this has to do with this person or not, but I'm going to ask one more thing here. Oh, okay. It looks like this intention moving forward with this sense of determination, it turns into, or it's almost like you're planning to feel neutral no matter what happens, right? There's a little change there that happened there. So when I ask Spirit how they're trying to guide you before I leave you, that's interesting. Okay. So I'm going to close my eyes here, but it seems to me that there might be a sort of a lesson here for you. So let's see what that is, and then this will be the close for you, okay? Oh, God. Oh, God. This is this is funny. I feel like I'm gonna sound like a parent with what I'm about to say. Spirit's telling you that right now is not the time to date because you have to study. But I feel like you already know this. But right now isn't the appropriate time to be putting so much focus on dating. That's what I got there. And that is pretty much the affirmation that your higher self wants to say, which is basically come to a level of guilt where you feel guilty, like, oh God, I'm so guilty. And say with the affirmation, with a sense of guilt, I shouldn't be focused on love or dating right now. I need to study. And that's how you're going to, I mean, if you choose, obviously, to tune into your higher guidance to help you sort of close off to those things and help you focus, that's for you. Okay. Okay. That was funny. All right. So let's go on to the next, shall we? Okay. So I'm going to spin the wheel here. Still have a lot of people kind of just hanging out with us. So I just want to okay, Shianka's no longer here. Anita. So Anita, my question about hard life situation and hopefully not the end of my friend's earthly existence, but free will is everyone's right on earth. Okay, so I'm not sure what you're asking, but it's okay. You don't have to clarify or anything. So I'm just gonna let Spirit talk, okay? Yes. Yes, there's a list, Jojo, and I just wanted to. So I feel like I should make a rule, like you need to be like in the room for at least 5 minutes before I add your name. So I've added your name to the list now, Jojo. Okay. So we're reading Anita. Let me go ahead and remove her name while we're here. Okay, Anita. So I really don't know. Hey, Danny, I'll add you to the list. Okay? I don't know what we're talking about really, but I don't prefer to know. I used to do these readings like on Facebook a lot, and I always tended to ask people to keep their questions to themselves, but to hold it strongly in the mind. So that's why I'm asking you not to clarify anything, because I don't prefer to know anything at all. And that's because, if, you guys are interested in wanting to learn, if you can, because everybody has the ability to tune into their intuitive faculties, but it is important to be able to distinguish what energy is yours and what energy is spirit. So, but if you practice over time, you get better and better at being able to separate what is yours and what is spirit. So, oh, we have the Ace of sorry, we have the Ace of Swords that came through here. So this card usually comes through in any particular situation where likely the person that I'm reading is dealing with a bit of emotional turmoil, where they're having a hard time thinking clearly, feeling clear, and realizing truth. So that's just a theme, okay? So I'm gonna see what's actually happening here, okay? Okay, so, okay, alrighty. So that's kind of interesting there. So at least on a mind level, ooh, okay, that's interesting. At least on a mind level, you are showing me like some really nice energies to where you're pretty much working from a place of unconditional love and compassion for other people. So I don't know what that has to do with, but it starts with you like working pretty hard towards your goals or whatever, where you're constantly in motion. But then it just turns into a place of like unconditional love and compassion, where that seems to be the space that it turns into. So it almost doesn't feel like work. But that's my interpretation of what I'm seeing, but I'm gonna close my eyes here and actually get a sense of what is actually being felt. Okay, so yeah, I feel like what I heard along that, what I just saw there, it seems like there's a second chance or an opportunity to do something this time, but I feel like whatever this has to do with, like, you are on your way. Success is basically, it has your name on it, because I'm just hearing like applause there and all that, but that is for sure gonna happen, okay, with whatever I'm seeing here, okay? So I have no idea what this has to do with, but this is where the spirit guidance is gonna come in, okay? Okay. 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 All right, hold on. Okay. Okay. So, listen. It looks like you are really driven, okay? And you're planning to continue all this movement, all this action in the future days to come with whatever this has to do with. But what Spirit is actually asking you at this time is that I feel like whatever you're working towards, I feel like it's okay. But Spirit's asking you to take a break for a moment because there's some inner work that they're asking you to do here. I feel like you're missing an important element as you move towards whatever this has to do with. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with your connection to your heart, but I feel like there's a missing element here, but it requires you to kind of stop for a moment, pause, reflect, and come to a humble place where you can say, I don't know everything yet. What else is there to learn? What else am I missing? Okay. And it still has to do, I feel like it still has to do with, but I'm not sure. Maybe it still has to do with whatever this goal is. But all I know is that they are wanting you, it's almost like you're charging your batteries, but it's really you're setting your mind to be able to attain a sense of neutrality. And as you go towards this goal, you're also coming with a student's mind to where you're really paying attention to details. You're saying, ooh, I like this, let me do that. I want to take this with me, that's important. Okay? But all of this work can only be done in a state of non-movement, in a state of contemplation with oneself. So when you are operating more on these lower levels of self-empowerment, where you are admittingly saying, I don't know everything yet. I know some things, but I don't know everything. Then you're going to be more likely to have your antennas on, and you're going to be able to pick up the information that you need in order to take this to the next level. So I'm going to close my eyes and see what that is, and this will be the read for you, okay? Okay, there's a sense of justice within you. And although I feel like you're pretty clear-minded, there's some part of you that I feel like is kind of upset. And I feel they're showing me this mountain where I feel like this represents the challenge that you're trying to conquer. But what I feel is though that it's really an attitude check for you. Because I feel like there's a part of your personality, and I don't know what that is. I feel like you know what I'm talking about, where you want to get a better sense of control to when this energy starts to manifest, and I can feel that it kind of makes you feel it's not comfortable, but it's you basically being able to be like, oh, it's happening, so let me be more aware of it. Does this make sense? It has to do with like a hidden side of you, but I feel like it's because whatever happened in the past, it's kind of like riling up a bit. Do you know what I'm talking about? But I feel like you're good. I really do feel like you're good. Whatever you're moving towards, I feel like, I feel like I kind of want to follow you because you're so determined. But it's just that one little thing where you feel like, oh God, this part of myself I really need to control. And that's what they're wanting to help you out with, okay? And where are you guiding there? Okay. So I'm not going to close my eyes here, but I will let you know that whenever you get into the emotion of anger, which is paired with this sense of wanting to create justice, which motivates us to move and to take action when we see something that is not right, or we want to see a wrong righted. Does that make sense? When you start to feel yourself kind of getting angry and you sort of just feel separated because you're so determined for whatever this has to deal with, that's when your mind starts to take over. It wants to overcompensate for a heart-related matter. So in this particular situation, whenever you start to feel that anger start to rise and you start to you get tensed up and you start doing a lot of, you get hyperactive, Spirit's asking you to connect with your heart to help alleviate or basically bring a sense of equilibrium when your mind wants to overcompensate. So you're basically being kind to yourself. So you're going to hopefully experience more patience and balance within the body as you continue moving towards this particular goal. And at the same time, hopefully bring a healing vibe to whoever you have to work with. Okay, that's yours. Okay, listen. I feel like I need to take a break. So I think what I'm gonna do is do like a 15. I'm not gonna end the live. I just need to take my dog out and do all that. So I'm gonna just step out for like 15 minutes and kind of take a breather with my dog. And then I'll come back. You're welcome, Anita. So if you wanna, hopefully you stick around. I still want to do the readings here for everybody. It's Friday night, and yeah, night's not over. I just need to. I can't be live for just like 3 hours straight. You know what I mean? It's a lot. So we'll be back. I'm not ending the live. I'm just. Okay. Be back. Hello, 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 hello. I think it works now, right? Okay. I think it works now. Okay, so Desha, I'm gonna add your name in the next round because I just want to give all the people that kind of were waiting before the break a chance. Okay? So, sorry about that, but just trying to make it fair. So, oh, wait a minute. Whose name did I just call? I believe I called, it was Jackie. Or wait, no, it's Jojo. I called Jojo's name. So maybe Jojo's here, maybe they're not. But it's Jojo was the one who just won this past round. So we have to wait until they actually say something. So maybe they're not here anymore. So yeah, your name is here, Asta. If not, it's gonna be Jackie. It was Jackie. So Jojo hasn't responded, so it's Jackie. Jackie's up. Okay? So Jackie, here we are. Is there something you want to ask? Okay. I guess it's a long question. But listen, you don't... Okay. I just don't want to know too much, anyone coming back into my life in the near future. You just gave yourself away. Is that... So, I just since you're kind of already gave yourself away there, yeah, let's see what spirit. Okay. So, they have given us the Nine of Wands. So, this is basically, I feel like Spirit is probably wanting to tell you that even though you're probably jaded from the experience for whatever you went through, no matter how tired you are, you're still holding strong to whatever goal you have in mind. So I don't know if this has to do with you holding on to this relationship that you indirectly are presenting to spirit, or if it has to do with you holding on to staying away. I don't know. So that's what we're gonna uncover here, okay? So okay. Does it stop? Are you gonna stop somewhere? Okay. Okay. All right. So basically, you asking this question, you were healing that fear that you held on to and that you were healing before you asked this question. So you bring up this question to me, your energies take me straight away to a sense of fear. For when you think about going down a particular path, you feel very uncertain and very frightened of what is to come if you choose to go towards. But you were showing me that for a good amount of time, you were keeping that fear of yours, that you were healing at the same time because you were connecting more to your heart, putting yourself first, self-love. And you were very good at basically pretty much keeping that at bay. You were still holding the fear within the heart, but you've trained your mind until you asked this question today to basically, it wasn't entering your mind. It had the tendency to want to enter your mind, but you put up some kind of fence there. You were like, no, I'm not going to think about it. But now, because you brought that question up to mind, now you've taken that fear out of that healing process, and now it's totally out in the open. So let me see the guidance. Show me the guidance, please. Oh, wait, hold on. Show me the immediate future. Immediate future, please. Immediate future, please. Immediate future. Listen. Immediate future. Ew. Okay. Now show me the guidance, please. Okay. Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. But I feel like you're mature about this, so because there's a reason why you are out of that mess in the first place. And you're listening to your intuition, and your intuition wants you to just continue holding on to this sense of defeat and hopelessness for this person. So I'm going to close my eyes to clarify, to just get a little bit more sense of the energy there. But the guidance here is to basically cut off from feeling and drain yourself of the hope that you maybe felt or have recently started to begin to feel again. Okay? Is there anything else after that? Any guidance after this? Okay. Yeah. So that also, what I'm seeing, this is either that when you are hearing this guidance, that spirit is pretty much asking you to be to drain yourself of the hope, I feel like that's going to be painful as well. But it's almost like now you have to start a new healing process for that, because you're coming to this realization of the direction that you're being pushed towards, okay? Which is your heart and the self, okay? So let's see what's happening here. Okay, so you already know what this decision is, and I feel like it's basic. So even though, hey, listen, I respect you, even you coming to ask me, because you already know the direction that you're going towards, and you feel really good where you're at. And basically your higher self is just wanting to reaffirm for you, now that you have this time with me and spirit, that they're basically wanting you to be like, I trust my decision. I'm good. And it was really funny what the symbol that was coming through, how they're wanting you to perceive this past relationship to help you separate. They show me a dirty pair of socks, to where like they're using my brain to relay messages to you, right? So basically those socks are like really stinky. And you're like, oh no, you're just like, get away from me, you know? That's the symbol that came through, okay? So now I know that this Nine of Wands truly is, even though the experience kind of jaded you, you're still holding on, but you have more to look forward to, okay? And anything else lastly here for Jackie? I'm not going to close my eyes, but I'm just going to get a last thing here from Spirit, whatever they want to show me here. Okay. So they're showing me a sense of desire that holds a sense of disappointment, but also a sense of control and self-righteousness to create a sense of justice for which you feel you have not yet been able to experience or serve for your life, okay? So that's likely has to do with relationship, my interpretation. So when I ask Spirit how they want to guide you. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So lastly, in addition to what I described to you just now with regards to the guidance, you're tuning more into a sense of anger and desire, which doesn't feel good, because when I see these emotions, when you're operating at these levels, it feels like you're swimming up the river against the current and working extra hard, at the same time craving something with a sense of disappointment. Okay? So that's one way to work towards your goals, but then there's another way to work towards your goals, which is to tune into the higher levels of determination, where you're actually tuning into light, your soul, and part of you that loves yourself and wants to put 100% trust in your decisions, and at the same time hold a sense of neutrality for whatever is to come in the future, whether you expect things, bad things, unfortunate things, mishaps, setbacks to occur. It's almost like you're prepared for when those happens, and you are planning to have the intention of when those things come, you're still going to be fine. Nothing bothers you. That's how they're telling what they're telling you to how you should be able to perceive your future. Okay? So difference working from anger and desire, which there's tension, or a sense of confidence and neutrality and peace in the mind as you work towards your goals. Okay, that's for you. Yeah, that's true, Jasmine. So, perfect. Thank you so much. And let's go on to the next. So we'll add, hey, Rush, hey. So, Rush, I'm going to add your name after this, after I do this round, okay? I just want to give other people who have been here a little bit longer a better chance to get chosen, okay? And then I'll add your name, okay? So no offense. Okay, we literally picked that name earlier and that they did not respond, so I'm so sorry about that. Okay, Claudia. Thank you, Jackie. So I'm going to add Rush. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you very much. And yes, Rush, I have you down for the next round, okay? But I did call Claudia. So is Claudia here? And if they don't respond, that is good news for other people. You know what I mean, right? I bet you there's some of you are like, I hope they don't respond. But we're going to give Claudia another few moments here. Okay, so it doesn't look like, I'm so sorry for that they weren't able to catch when their name was called. So I feel kind of bad, but okay. Disclaimer, when I call, if you get your name is called, you need to be quick at responding back because I cannot give the read if you're not here, okay? So please. Okay, we just did Jackie a moment ago. So I'm so sorry for this time that's being wasted. Yes, I'm gonna, excuse me, I'm gonna add your name, Kat. Just make sure you've subscribed to the channel. Okay, it's Rush. Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to not add your name quite yet. Do you know what I mean? So I have to redo that one, okay? We're still working towards, we're still concentrating on the group of people that have been here for a while. Okay, Jasmine, she's been here since like the beginning. So we're gonna do Jasmine, and I'm sorry, Rush, please don't hate me. But I'm totally rooting that your name is picked at random in the next round, okay? I love you. Okay, and There you go, Jasmine. Okay. So I will add cat channel here for the next round, okay? Hope you guys aren't mad at me. Okay. All right, cool. So here we go. Please guide me today. I had an interview at the farm boys store and it went well. Will they select me? Oh, so I don't know if they'll be able to give that sense to me. I hope they do, but like I said, I can't guarantee these types of questions, you know. I'm not God or anything like that, but I mean, I'm gonna do what I do every time, which is basically read the symbols. So that is what I can do at the very least, okay? Yeah. Okay. So this is just to start off the reading, right? This is just the theme that they're showing us to start off the reading. Now, I can't say whether this is yes or no yet, okay? But all I can tell you is that at the very least, Spirit is likely wanting to you, whether or not you get this job or not, to continue to stay optimistic, because it's very obvious that you have this in your field, which is the Page of Wands, which deals with being optimistic about the future because of your confidence in you, okay? And being able to say, yes, I can, okay? So we're gonna take a look deeper, and hopefully, like I said, I can't promise you any guarantees of whether or not they'll reveal that to me. Okay, so, all right, cool. Okay, so basically what they're showing me here is your intentions for the future to continue to stay determined, like I said, okay? Where you're able to look at your future as an improvement from the past, whether or not this has to do with the job or just in general. So show me anything else here that I need to touch upon. Okay, so basically what they're saying is that, oh, that's nice. You're going to be growing. You're doing inner work, you understand? And yeah, what they're showing me is that you're taking yourself pretty seriously, and no matter what happens, I feel like you carry that attitude that you're going to be good anyway. And it's because you work from a level of the heart. And they're showing me that you're in the mode of making lifestyle changes. So where's the guidance here, Spirit? Pretty cool. So you're definitely growing, for sure. Where's the guidance? Ew. Ooh. This is something totally unexpected, what they're showing me here. So before I even speak on it, I must clarify on it, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do now, okay? Oh, God. So do I have to tell you? But the good thing is, okay, I got a sense here that this job that you applied for, the pay is not even that good. And that they're telling me you need to heal yourself with the pain associated with the disappointment that I feel, and I can't be 100%. Listen, I'm not God, but I'm telling you what I feel, okay? So, I feel there's going to be disappointment related to this job, that Spirit's asking you to be kind to yourself when it is revealed to you, but they're wanting you to reaffirm yourself that there's a better paying job out there. Okay? That's what I got. So, let me see, anything else here? So, I'm really sorry. Okay. I feel bad. So they're showing me a sense of desire there. Likely probably has to do with finding a job, right? So show me the guidance here. Show me the guidance, please. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So hey, listen. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay. So this has to do, this sense of desire, this craving to go in a particular direction or to attain a certain thing, likely has to do with the job here. So you are kind of working with this, with some tension there. They are asking you in this process to make sure that you're connecting with your heart, because it's definitely something really stressful, and you're going to have the tendency to also overcompensate by being really hyperactive or letting your mind sort of expend too much energy to where it is no longer efficient with the energy that you're spending. So it's important to, in this process of the challenge that you are faced with, always remember to connect with your heart each passing second to help balance the energies, like I said in the previous reading. So that's really important for you, because they also told me that you also carry a level of fear. You're operating with a level of fear in regards to this question as well. And they also want you to connect with your heart in regards to the fear as well. And the fear is usually just kind of assuming the worst, or you feeling as though you don't have what it takes to be successful generally. So they want you to completely drain yourself of all the fear there. They don't want you to feel fearful at all. Okay? And I'll close my eyes actually one more time here for you. I feel like I'm Okay. So I feel like you're giving yourself a pretty hard time with just having this desire and this wanting to change or move out of the job that you're in. So I feel like Spirit just told me that you need to make sure that you come into acceptance with the job that you currently have, because I feel like you have a tendency to just kind of just hate your current job, and your spirits, or this is interpretation, okay? But spirits wanting to like help ease those emotions of being unhappy with the current and sort of just come into terms with it, and yeah, be conscious of whatever money that is coming into your wallet, to be grateful for it. And there's something that came through. I just got an impression that you have a hard time kind of really being present in your surroundings, that you have a hard time receiving or just like being in the moment. I feel like this probably has to do with job, maybe not, but just being able to like sit there and receive. Maybe even like people coming up to you and telling you certain things, maybe they need your help, but you kind of, what I felt was like they're asking you to be able to be more like a cloud, and to be able to listen mostly with your heart. That allows you to be still and to be able to receive much easier when your heart is open, rather than you being like always projecting your energy out and expressing the energies that you feel, to be able to connect with your heart, so that now when people want to project their energies onto you, you are able to withstand and respond accordingly. Okay? That's what came through for you. Okay? And it was like night and day with regards to you be like unhappy with your situation. And then when you put the factor of acceptance of what is into the formula, everything just changes. Okay? There you go. Okay, so thank you, Jasmine. All right, so I think everybody's name is here, including Kat. Okay, so we have Rush too. Ooh, oh, dang it. I mean, yay, congratulations. Okay, so, oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And thanks for tuning in. Appreciate, I appreciate your trust. So, do we have Asta? Let's hope they're here again. If your name gets called, please be ready. Finally, yes. Okay. So, yeah. So, I'll give you a minute, and I'm just gonna get a real quick drink of water, and yeah, let me know if there's a question. Oh, let me go to the bathroom too, okay, guys? Okay, so let's just make sure. Testing, testing. Okay, so the sound works right. Okay. I would like to ask, will I get a loyal, genuine partner who will truly love me? There is one guy named Shiam who told me that he loves me. He is telling truth. Okay. So here's one of those. Now I don't know. Listen. I don't know what symbols are gonna come through and what spirit is gonna want me to say, but I'm giving you a disclaimer. I have times where people ask me these questions where they're like, he told me he loves me, you know, he told me he wants to marry me, and then I end up giving them something completely different. And mind you, I could be wrong, okay? I'm not God, okay? But in these moments, I take particularly seriously because I am aware of what kind of reaction people might have because they are so attached. You know, so I must warn you that I don't know what I'm going to see, but you please be ready for whatever is to come through, okay? That's all I have to say. So I am going to ask you, you included, okay, no worries, okay, thank you. That makes me feel better. I mean, you put 2 questions there of whether or not you're going to have somebody and or this Shivan person. So do you want me to focus it on this Shivan person? And then hopefully spirit also touches upon, if that's like a no answer and I'm not already assuming anything, I don't know anything, I have no idea what's happening or who feels what. So, do you want me to put focus on this person and whether or not spirit is guiding you to continue to grow within the relationship? Or sometimes they'll give me a sense that whether or not it should be simply platonic or romantic. So I think we're going to go with that. Okay. That guy is not that. Okay, I love it. Okay, so let's just see what comes through. Okay, so I'm making it more general, and I'm just allowing spirit to talk. Okay, let's do that. I sense a lot of fear and sadness within you. Okay, I don't usually get my intuitive nudges until later or until I close my eyes, but that came through really strongly. That you feel a lot of fear and sadness. Okay, so but the card that came through is the 8 of Cups. So in this particular situation, whether this has to do with that relationship that you mentioned or just in general, you're probably in a space where spirit is encouraging you to really explore what it is that truly you feel is going to fulfill you, because it's likely that you've dealt with games and that it didn't fulfill your heart in that way. So even though this usually has to do with things that we're in relationships with, it could be a job or a relationship, and obviously this is about love. This is really an exploration of you and what's most important with you and what resonates with you. And when I say you, I actually mean your heart. Okay? So let's look. Sorry. Okay. So I really like where you're at and your attitude towards your self-development, and you really holding on to that, and you continue to grow. Very, very good. So it's you basically taking the initiative to like continue to be honest about who you want to be, because it's likely that in those experiences that you went through, you learned a couple things about yourself, whether usually things that you don't like about yourself and that you want to change. But it's you being mature enough and accountable to making those types of changes, so you don't go back and make like, you know, decisions that you may later regret. But it has to do with you really putting yourself under a microscope and, yeah, judging yourself, but in a very healthy way, in order to grow and be more for yourself. So anything else here you want to show me? Okay. So they want me to close my eyes here. Okay. So even though I see you like bringing really good energies to wanting to like grow yourself and feel more confident about you, you're sad because from what I saw and I'm interpreting, you feel as though nobody likes you, and so you're carrying that with you as you continue to like develop yourself. That was tough for me to feel. I'm not gonna lie. That was tough. That hurt my heart. Okay, where are you guiding? Where are you guiding? Okay. Oh. Okay. Ew. Where are you guiding? Okay, shoot. There you go. Oh, okay. Listen. I did not expect. You have a lesson to learn here, okay? You have a lesson to learn. You've been doing something that is against yourself. And they took me to a level of guilt, which is your guidance here. So I'm going to tell you what the affirmation is to help you realize and stop yourself whenever you begin to do, it's like sin against yourself, okay? And it obviously has to do with what I kind of felt there. So I'm going to hear the guidance, and then I'm going to give that to you so you can apply that. So, but I have a lot of faith that you're really, for some reason, I just get the sense that you're going to be serious about this. So let me get this affirmation. Okay, cool. So I really thought they were going to like show me like some like hard to deal stuff, but what was coming through is that they're telling me that you're very intellectual and you're very smart. What was coming through as a symbol was that you're a gold medalist, or it actually came through as a star, but they're telling me that that's who you are. You're a shining gold medalist. Apparently you must be good at something, and I start to see like, I don't know, it had to feel, it felt like something intellectual, okay? And then I felt this part of you that is like, if you tune into it, you are kind of an unstoppable person when you have challenges that you set for yourself, and you go out and you get it, okay? But they're telling me that you have like that you're special, okay? But again, I feel like it's in a way to cancel out what I heard earlier. So instead of you thinking of all this, and I really thought they were gonna like take me to a place where, and maybe they are gonna ask you to heal this wherever it sits. I probably gotta find it wherever it sits for you so I can tell you how to heal that. But they want you to focus on how awesome you actually are. Does this make sense? I feel like I'm putting you on the spot with all this, you know? It's kind of, I feel kind of bad because, I mean, show me anything else here, please. Yeah. So there's this sense of, oh gosh. It's almost like once you start working or have your mind on a particular desire, which I feel like has to do with relationship, you instantly get fearful. And that's where you sit. And not only do you sulk in this fear for the future with regards to this topic, it's almost like you plan on taking it with you in the future. And you're planning to feel fearful in the future too. So this is where they want you to focus on, is this, there's this really saturated emotion of fear that you operate on in regards to this question. And on this level of fear, likely has to do with what I heard earlier, that's where they want you to connect with your heart and work on and getting control of the fear that you have in your field, and start sending it with an open heart back to Spirit, who lies deep within waiting to receive this from you. Okay? So this is kind of a hard reading for me to do. But at the same, it only opens up my heart even more when I feel these kinds of things. But this is going to, when you do this, it's going to help you not only love yourself more, but also help when the time comes when somebody comes into your life. Because then all you have is wonderful energies to offer. But it has to do with your own self-confidence and being okay with no matter what, especially with yourself. So hopefully Spirit's just going to show me just a quick little thing here when I close my eyes, and then I'll let you go. I have a lot of compassion for you. That's why I'm closing my eyes one more time for you, okay? And I feel like this has to do with the fear. So please focus on the fear. I feel that once you connect your heart and drain most of the fear, all the other emotions with insecurity and guilt, where you want to kind of place blame on other, it makes you unconscious. I feel all these other emotions will follow the fear if you are successful at sending it back to your heart, to Spirit, okay? Okay, so I feel, okay. So they showed me that today you feel really stuck, but tomorrow it's all going to change. For some reason, I get that feeling that today you feel stuck, and tomorrow it won't feel that way, okay? That's for you, but also do your homework also as well, okay? We always want to feel amazing in the body. And if we don't feel amazing, let's at least feel clear in the body. Clear and peaceful. Okay? Who else is here? We only have 2 people in this room right now. So who are those 2 people? Thank you, Asla. Okay, it looks like we might be nearing the end of this live because we only have about 2 viewers here. I think it might be just me and you. Okay, I think this is the end of the live. Oh, I can rest. All right. All right. Hey, Moonlight. Welcome. Literally, this room was empty just a moment ago. I thought I was going to end the live because there was nobody here. So I still have a bit of energy. I'm literally going to delete everybody's name here because a lot of people left. Probably because I was taking too long to answer. But yeah. Would you like to see, would you like to present something to us today? I'm doing just fine. Oh, I've been here for a long time, so I'm kind of happy about it because then I get to breathe for a little bit. Did you have a question you want to ask? I might actually end the live now, since it's kind of dead. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, wow. I didn't expect that kind of compliment right now. I really thought the room was so dead. Thank you. I know I'm kind of slow. I'm pretty sure I get kind of boring when I end up closing my eyes for like more than 1 minute. People are like, "Oh." But this is how I read. I can't change that, so, it's either you love it or you hate it. Okay. So the stars coming through, this is actually this is a pretty good omen if it's upright, okay? But I'm going to take a look and see what's happening here to give that message to you, let you know whether or not you are safe. And I'm sorry that you're actually feeling this way. Okay. Okay, let me see that. Koi! Koi! I'm gonna brush your teeth. You want me to brush it? Sorry. Freaked me out. This tells me that I just feel a sense of calm with your perception, at least, but I haven't brought any spirit guidance yet. But what is that? Because I feel you saying like, I won, or I win. So it's giving me a sense as if there's some competitor or something. But if this were some kind of game or battle to see who wins and who loses, I feel that Spirit's telling you to say that you win. So when I ask Spirit how they're trying to guide, because what they showed me was that you are working towards the future with a sense of separation. So whatever it is that you're trying to protect, you're trying to make happen, that's where you're pushing. And where are you trying to guide? Yeah, it's the same thing. There's no changes pretty much. If anything, they're asking you with that perception and how you're viewing this current situation, they want you to continue to look at it in the same way. And I feel like this has to, oh, okay, hold on. It carries a sense of like work or fight, you understand? But let me tell you, after a certain time, they showed me after a certain time has passed, and I feel like this has to do sometime in the future, there has to be there's a point in which you just need to completely let go of this, or where you're going to be able to just rest and don't have to think or move towards this goal anymore. Does this make sense? They're showing me that there's going to be a time where you're going to be able to like, it's done. And your heart is going to be able to relax. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes and see what that is. Control is underway. And I feel like this guidance, which I feel like a certain amount of time has to pass by before this actually kicks in to where you're going to be able to say, I'm going to stay put. I'm going to stay put to where I'm at. And I don't know what was coming through symbolically was a few tall buildings, but these buildings were a little bit different. So I don't know what that was. It could deal with money, but it could just deal with, like, I'm not sure how to interpret that. Do you understand this? Show me anything else. And then where are you guiding there? Where are you guiding there? Okay. It looks like you have this desire that you seem to be holding on to pretty tightly. I feel like on some level you feel like you're like trying to create like healthy changes or whatever. And on one level, if it feels good to you, feel like you'll be a good person. But then it just turns into more of a like a, oh, I need this now, and I'm really disappointed in what has transpired and where I'm at right now. And then this is the guidance. They're showing me that at some point you need to give up and become numb to whatever this desire you have been like working towards. Okay. And Spirit is wanting you, when you get to that point, when you finally feel like, okay, this is it, there's no point in continuing the way I've been going, that's where your healing is going to occur. All of it is when you finally reach this place of, I'm done. There's no point in going on. And then you have the space, you have the time to connect back with you, your heart. Okay? Perfect. All right, I think maybe we're gonna be ending the live at this time, and then we're gonna chill out and let it be. You're so welcome. Perfect. Thanks everybody for supporting the channel. I really appreciate your continued support in helping me grow. I really do enjoy just in general connecting with Spirit. This is my favorite place to be. It always has been. And I thank you all for allowing me to always have a function and a reason to always to return. So I really appreciate that. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the live for now, and the weekend is here. Happy Friday to everybody. So, do my friend find for himself new living place? He soon need to move out from apartment. He has 70-year-old, has very small income. So I need to, I'll answer your question for you with the help of Spirit. Have a nice day. Take care. Bless you too. So I need to understand your question a little bit better. What are you exactly trying to get clarity on? Whether or not Spirit is encouraging a relocation for your friend, or Hey Natasha, I'm just giving Anita here. It seems like she asked this question earlier, but I was about to end the live, but she kind of slipped in a question there. He needs to live alone. Okay, so I'm gonna give you your guidance in regards to this, okay? To whether or not, to how they're guiding you in regards to this question, okay? So I'm gonna get a few signals here from Spirit on how you should continue to approach this situation, okay? Hopefully, okay? And then I'm gonna play with my little doggy over there. He's been waiting for me this entire time. Okay, so Three of Wands is coming through, which deals with expanding your horizons, planning, okay, and yeah, looking towards the new. But this does deal with work involved, okay, and following the beat of your own drum. That's what that means, okay? So let me see. Okay. Okay, yeah, I see where you're vibrating here. I can see how that does not feel good. Okay, and how are you guiding here? Ah! Okay. Yeah. Yes, I believe Spirit has your back on this one, because what they're showing me is that you do need to adopt a sense of hopelessness, to give up on a certain approach that's been playing out this entire time, and really give up on whatever has been occurring at this time in order to serve, to close a door and for something else to come through, okay? I believe Spirit is definitely affirming you, validating your feelings, and I'm gonna close my eyes and ask for the guidance. I don't like it. I don't think this person can be trusted. I just feel like enough is enough, and I don't think this person can be trusted is a huge one, and there's just like danger all around is what I saw there. So yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay? All right. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh God, that was like the worst way to end this live. Just to feel that. But the thing is that these energies, that's the guidance. It's spirit is like the energy is sending you into fight or flight. Telling you to leave, danger, flee, you know? Okay. We're calling it a night, everybody, okay? Been on for quite a while. So, notifications on for tomorrow because we do try to come on every day. And, yeah. It's the People's Channel. So, thanks for stopping by. Sorry you missed the live, but there's always tomorrow. So, new subscribers, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you get notifications on for when I come on tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Okay? Good night, everybody.